So, Aquarius, I do feel like the weekly message brings a lot of attention and focus upon movement. I feel like some of you might actually be moving or considering some sort of move, some sort of exit. Because at the same time, it feels like an exit plan, like an escape here, escaping, extracting yourself from situations in a more, let's say, in a way that it's more cautious and perhaps secretive. I feel like some of you are running from something during this time, or considering running away from something that has been a source of difficulty. I do feel like for some of you it's just this urge, this growing urge to go somewhere else, to change your life, to change how your life has been so far, and perhaps applying some effort in doing something, taking certain actions or measures. But it feels like you're taking actions in the moment, like something unplanned, not very, either not predicted, like you doing something that is really impulsive, or if it's not completely like that, it's just perhaps you have been waiting for the right time to do something or to say something, and the right time might be presented this week for you, Aquarius. I also feel like some of you are just nervous, very nervous, and the nervousness energy feels like boiling. So your nerves are really quite sensitive during this time, so it can be harder for you to relax and unwind the mind here. For those of you with tendency to panic, to be, overwhelmed by anxious feelings, it can be a time to watch your nervous system and the way you are training your mind and strengthening the relationship with your mind to be the best possible one, because I feel like your thoughts are like scrambled. There's a lot of scrambled thoughts here, so it's like you can't really find an easy way out of your mind, and the more you think about situations, the more you're applying some source of stress or fear into your own self. So it's like some of you need some, it's funny because it's showing up here another message of a shock therapy. So it's like the shock therapy concept here that it's being shown is like some of you might need to have a moment of a little bit of a meltdown or a breakdown to then rise up stronger than ever and actually get yourself together and get things moving, especially for Aquarius that have been having this difficulty in leaving the space, right? The mind space that has been paralyzing you. Either fear or limitations or insecurity or this lonely feeling, whatever it is that for some of you has been pushing you, sustaining you in a fear-based kind of cell. It's like the cell is opening, something that was keeping you a prisoner, right? The cell is opening. Now the question is, will you leave the cell? Will you run for your freedom? Will you run for your happiness? Will you run for the things that truly make sense to you? Because I feel like the energy of the cell opening, and some of you will be kind of, when we are in this, should I do it or shouldn't I do it? Can I do it? Do I even know how to do it after all this time left in the same position? So of course this is a metaphor for many different circumstances that might be afflicting some of you, Aquarius. I just feel like it's the time to act and to let yourself be also taken by the moment. So it's like, yes, things are a little bit chaotic and perhaps not really planned out, but in the moment when that electrical charge, which is a very usual Aquarius traits, something that usually Aquarius are familiar with. When that charge happens, it's you receiving this channeling, it's you receiving this confirmation of, okay, let's do this. I might not really know what's to come, but still I feel like it's it's best to do something than to do nothing at all for some of you, especially again Aquarius that have been feeling limited or have been feeling like creatively blocked, or that their relationships have not been growing or evolving, or dealing with a specific dilemma. It's like a dilemma of some sorts that is just in need of you know, in need of you, in need of your action, or there's this restart button in a situation, and you might need to be the one pressing that button, that restart button, if you really want to change things around. Now, for others of you who are concerned with work matters, I feel like your work, your job, your employment, your main source, your main activity basically, our professional matters or main activities are in your mind, weighing heavy in your mind, like part of you does not like what you're doing. Part of you wants to stick with what you're doing though. And others of you, it's like you don't know where to look for your opportunity professionally wise, where to go to find your break, or to find the ultimate chance to be fulfilled and accomplished and happy in that area of life. I do feel once again, perhaps this week presents a chance for something to change in that department, but it's like going to be sudden, like a moment, an instant moment of an urge, a craving, an impulse, an idea that pulls you to go towards something in which you might find some luck and release. I feel like some of you, you know, you are getting better, or things for you are getting better, but it's like I feel like some of you don't want to deal with the intensity that comes along with this movement, or you're not comfortable. You're not very comfortable with the intensity of feelings, and your own temperament is like itchy for you. All of this that you're having to process, it's like you want to change, but at the same time you want to keep things steady and under your control, and those two are incompatible elements. There's a choice here to be done. For some of you it's about work, for some of you it's about your life in general, about sticking with conformity or settling for the comfort zone, or doing something different that could lead to especially that would lead to freedom. Because I feel like for some of you it's not even a heavy material concern or focus. It's really about what it's doing to your spirit, what it's doing to you at a soul, emotional, mental level. I feel like it's not just about the financial aspect. I feel like some of you Aquarius, more than anything, you want to find something, right, that allows freedom of expression of your true creative self, that allows a new cycle of change and luck and movement and discovery to be a part of the future, your future storyline. But some of you, it's about either staying in the nest, and the nest again representing all that is familiar, versus exploring a new way or new territory, something that feels like the calling of an adventure. So I hope you have a great week. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of April, I have a special tarot offer available as usual at the sales price. And for the month of April, it's called Game On. So if you would like to know more details about that or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below.